Hey, what is up, guys? My name is Tadala, and today I'm going to show you basically how to launch your first ever email marketing sequence. I'm going to be showing you two tools that I use the most that will help you collect information about the websites, as well as a tool that will allow you to send your first 2,000 emails for free. It also has a paid option, but that's obviously up to you. So let's get into this video. Okay, right now I'm in Google Chrome. Basically, I'm going to show you the A to Z on how to set up your very first Phantom Buster account. So for me, I don't really want to use my email address, so I like using 10-minute mail. It's a temporary email that allows you to sign in for websites where you don't really need to keep your data. So when you go to Phantom Buster, this is how it looks like, the front page. You can just go to try it for free, and over here we're just gonna use this temporary email for demonstration purposes. So I'm gonna enter an email and I'll just put like a random password over here, and then we can start our trial, and then you can just click sign up. It's as simple as that. So as soon as you sign up, before you start actually editing any bots, you have to install the Chrome extension. As soon as it loads up, that's when you're going to add it to Chrome. So at the same time while we're doing that, we can just go to 10-minute mail, and you're going to see that we have an activation code. It's very important you activate this before using the application, else you won't be allowed to build robots. So after validating it, we just need to install the Chrome extension. So we just add to Chrome, and it literally takes 2 seconds. So this Chrome extension basically allows you to automate tasks. So over here, let's say for example, we want to scrape Google Maps. If the client, it just depends on which industry that you're in, but if you want to get a client for like a dentist in around Arizona, so what you're going to do is you're going to search that in Google, and after you search that, sorry guys, yes, we change to English, and you go to Maps. So after going to Maps, what you're going to do is, if you want to scrape this entire data that you see over here, including the website and all the information down to the phone numbers, social media links, what you're going to do is copy this link. You're going to copy this link, and then you're going to go back to your Phantom Buster. So over here, as soon as you click the Google search to contact, you're going to see this search to scrape. So we're going to get the reel that we got from here, and we're going to just paste it. And this also works with spreadsheets, but then today I'll just show you how to do it with Google Maps. And then after that, you're just going to literally hit save. After you hit save, let's say example, you want to scrape like the 100 first results that are showing for here. You're just going to pick, the maximum is 200 per search, go to save, and then over here, that's when you can click the type of information that you want to extract. If you want to only extract emails, you can pick that. But let's say I want to extract the LinkedIn, Facebook profiles. That's what it's all up to you. You can choose what you want to extract, then you go to save. So after hitting save, notifications, in case of success, you don't really have to do much here. You can just leave it as blank as it is, so you don't face any problems. And then after that, as soon as you get to this page, you're going to see that there's this pause. It's paused right now. You have to enable the workflow, and as soon as you enable it, it will start running. You see, it will start updating. Then if you want to just to make sure that it's running, you can just press update as well. So I already did this on another account, another trial account, and this is what actually happened. So right now I just did this for another account over here, and I was scraping. I think we can pause this. I was scraping only 50 locations, and you can see here that the contact data that has been found is 49. So if we go down here, we can see all the email information in the table, and you can drag along to see the Instagram, the Twitter handles, depending on what you want to scrape. So yeah, after doing this, you're going to hit download so you can have a CSV file. Once you have downloaded the CSV from Phantom Buster, you're going to be greeted with a list. Of course, right now we're just focusing on email marketing, so most of this information won't be useful. So what we can actually do is we can just start organizing the data so we can feed it into another website so we can start our campaign. So of course, right now we're just going to clear some of the data such as the status, the subtitle. You can just drag and delete them like this if you want. You can just delete this. Category might be useful, so you can customize, you can personalize the message a little bit more. But what I really want is the title, which can be used as a name, the website. I don't really need address and phone number, but we're just gonna clear some of the data here, and this stuff we don't need it at all. So yeah, phone from website, you can also delete this. And what I'm going to do is just quickly format this data so that for all those blank spaces without email addresses, we don't really have to worry too much about having an empty email. So I'm just going to take out all the blanks over here, and then we're left with this. So you can just hit Control S to save it, and we're gonna use this data now that we have pretty much sorted through and feed it onto a website called SendFox. Okay, so after modifying our CSV file, our Excel spreadsheet, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start a newsletter. Not necessarily a newsletter, but we're gonna start a campaign. So the best way to do it is with SendFox. So SendFox allows you to send up to 2,000 emails for free without using without requiring any credit card of some sort. So the first thing we're gonna do is just register. So I'm gonna use my 10-minute email here again, which I can just start a new one. So I'm gonna just use this one. I'm not using my real email address because I've already done this before, so there'll be no point. So just write your name, and just write this, password, and all you have to do is hit register. So the content type, you don't really have to fill this out. You can just write I don't have a source, and then over here we can see that we have the option to upload our CSV file that we've been working on. So it's this one. So as you can see here, we have the data. So it's not formatted too perfectly, but then we can still work with this data. So yeah, I think the best thing we can do is format our data. Okay, so apparently we have to format our data another way. As you can see through SendFox, we have to have it within. We can just click on the titles and rearrange them. So obviously this field I want it to be the email for emails. So we just have to deselect everything. I want this field to be for the emails. For the first name, I want it to display, the name of the business, and the rest of the stuff. I think last name, we can put this, and then you can just write, dentist Arizona, and then we can create our list. So this is our list. It has. Okay, so once you head over email to the email section, what you can actually do is you can start creating your first campaign. So we're gonna go to create email, and after this, obviously, if your name isn't optimized, you want to write your proper full name. If you want to send to active subscribers. This doesn't have to necessarily be on. If your list is not automatically filled in here, what you can do is you can just cancel that, and then you can choose your list. And then for the subject, we can just write something like, hey, quick question. And then the preview text, you can leave this blank. Okay, you don't have to leave it blank. So what I actually created the template for you guys if you want to use this, and basically it's right over here. So yeah, so we're just gonna copy this. You can get this in the description below if any of you want to use this template. We're gonna go back, and then we're just gonna basically dump this in. So obviously you want to format it properly. So it just says, hi name, my name is Tadala, I'm an email marketer, and I really love your niche website. So here you put dentist. Anyways, the reason I'm reaching out to you is that I joined your email list a few weeks back. I noticed you didn't have a welcome sequence in place to sell your products. You could be converting a lot more of your leads into customers using an automated 7 to 10 email sequence. I'd like to put the sequence in place so you can add 10 to 30% to your revenue on autopilot, and I wrote a couple of samples. So it's very important that you give them a reason to contact you back. So over here, obviously, you wouldn't be writing, all these samples for those who don't respond. As soon as you get the response, what you can do is you can just write them a small sample, and you can actually use that as, a lead magnet of some sort, so that they can, contact you. So over here, for the first name, I think it will say the website name. So niche ident. Since we're doing dentists, we can just write dentist, and then over here you can pretty much leave everything the way it is. So you can just copy some of this text for the preview text. So you can just write something like, the reason I'm reaching out to you. Yeah. So after filling everything up, it's as simple as, sending here. So over here you have this one, notification. So you can just click that, and this is the last part of the information that you have to fill in. So obviously you can just fill this in. It doesn't matter. So you can save this address. As soon as you save it, you can schedule it or you can send it now. So let's just send it now. So now, when you go back to your dashboard, what you're gonna see is, okay, let's just go back to emails instead. I have to verify. I just need to verify my SendFox account. I don't know, I didn't do this earlier. So yeah. Now when we refresh it, it should be scheduled for now. So once we scheduled our content to our emails to send now, we can clearly see that we're actually having some open rates. So yeah, it shows you the status, how much you've sent, the bounce rate. Another tip for you guys is you might want to use an email validator just in case, just to protect you from being IP blocked. What usually happens is that when you send too many emails to so many bounced email addresses, what actually happens is that you might be marked for spam. So just make sure that you're using an email validator. There are free ones online that you can probably find that can help you, to lower the bounce rate. And the cool thing that we can do is we can just click on our opens, and we can see actually who opened our emails. So we can see Dental Brothers over here, uh, but then yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can basically apply this in any single industry that you have. Of course, my demonstration, we only scraped, managed to scrape 28 emails, but you can run this tool for hours. You can have multiple accounts, and you can be contacting thousands of, websites each and every single day. And you can also use a free template to modify it to create your own offers so that you can book these leads onto a call. So the last tip that I would want to give you is that instead of using this, if you feel like this is not enough, what you can actually do is you can use a site called Calendly. Uh, so Calendly is basically a free appointment scheduling software. So what happens is that after you log in, you sign in, whatever, instead of asking them to if they can look at the emails, you can just write let's book a call. So the calendar gives you a link that can direct you to Zoom and all that. So you can actually write something like let's book a call using this link. And I've also seen that's very effective when it comes to outreach. So yeah, that's pretty much the small setup that I pretty much wanted to tell you. And always, if you guys found this information useful, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and also follow me on my Instagram so that we can personalize and talk. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a good one.